there guys, welcome back to Ron's Tech Hub, and in this one we're going to be looking at the Hohem iSteadyMobile gimbal for smartphones. If you're someone like me who films almost everything on a mobile phone, this could be just the thing for you. Alright guys, so let's have a quick rundown of some of the features that this thing has. So it says here, let's focus. It has a maximum payload of 280 grams. Now that's quite a lot because my Motorola G8 Plus, well, they're both Motorola G8 Pluses, but they come at 188 grams each. The one with the case will obviously be a bit heavier. So having something at 280 grams, that's quite heavy, I think, for a mobile phone. We also have inception mode via panning 600-degree rotation. So this will rotate more than once, because a full rotation is 360 degrees, so this will almost do 2 rotations. We also have a trigger button for sport mode and recentering. Not sure what that is, but we're going to go through it. Alright, on this side it says we have visual auto tracking, motion time-lapse, zoom control, and panorama. Alright, let's see what else we have. So we do have apps on this. We can download from the Play Store or the App Store. See what else. Alright, so let's do a quick unboxing of this now. I'm gonna get rid of these. Let's see what's in there. So here already, you can see we have a micro USB cable. It's a pity no, it's not USB-C, but that's fine. And here we have the case. It comes in a nice holder, so you can actually take this around with you without having to carry the box around. And it seems well protected enough. It feels cushioned. It is hard, it's not soft. So might not be the best way to protect the sensitive parts inside, but it should be good enough. So this is all that comes in the box. We have a micro USB cable and we have the case. Now I haven't opened this yet. I have no idea what's inside fully. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so looks decent. So this is what comes inside the box. We have the case. We have the tripod, the instruction booklets, the micro USB cable, and finally the gimbal itself. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and download the app that comes with this device. I'm going to show that on my mobile phone, and as soon as I'm finished, I'm going to come back to the camera. Okay, so what we need to search for is actually called Hohem Gimbal. Alright, so I'm going to go to the Play Store. If you have an iPhone, it needs to be the App Store, obviously. I'm going to type here Hohem Gim, Hohem Gimbal. There we go. I'm just going to click install. Alright, so now that's finished installing. Let's go ahead and open the app and see what we get. Yep, let's turn my Bluetooth on. That's fine. We have to click allow anyway. Alright. I'm going to connect the device, so let's see how that's done. Alright guys, so let's see if we can actually go ahead and connect this device. I've never done it before, so this process might be a bit slow. Just bear with me. So connect device. Okay, so it's searching for devices. So what I probably should do is turn this on. There's the on button there. You guys can see that clearly. There we go. It's now on. It now shows up on the mobile phone as well. So I'm going to click that on the mobile phone. And as we can see, should be connecting here. It's asking if I want to allow these features. Choose yes. Okay, so this is actually the camera app for the gimbal. Now, I really like my Motorola camera app, so hopefully there's a way to tie it into that directly without having to use this app separately. So here we are in the actual app. This one here brings up the settings at the top. This obviously deals with the flash. I'm going to leave that off for now. This rotates the camera. So let's rotate. And you get the front facing camera there. This one here brings up settings. And from settings, I can do camera settings. Camera resolution. Alright, let's leave that at 4:3. Well, 4000 by 3000. Video resolution. Okay, so unfortunately, this is stuck at 30 frames per second at all resolutions. But let's leave it at 4K as it's such a low frame rate. Photo size 16:9 is the average, I think. Face photo, no, let's leave that off. Countdown, I don't need a countdown. Shutter sound, not important. Grid, I do like to have my grid on because it does allow me to line stuff up when I'm taking pictures properly. Horizontal level line, I don't think I need that. Track transition animation, doesn't sound like something I would need on. Video stabilization, definitely. Preview size, match photo size, okay, sure. Bluetooth radio, okay, let's leave that on. Let's hope it means that it enables me to communicate with the gimbal. Force maximum brightness, not necessary. Save location, Hohem gimbal, okay, that's fine. You can just leave it there, that's okay. Zoom speed, and we have expert mode on as well. I don't know what some of these features mean, but some of them were defaults and some of them I've changed myself. Watermark, I don't need a watermark personally, but you can turn that on and I'm assuming edit stuff in there. Live, so you could post a web address here where you could be filming and posting your stuff live. Alright, what else is important here? Tap the Bluetooth icon, let's see. Okay, so the gimbal turned off. I'm assuming the battery's dead, so I'm gonna charge it for a bit and then come back to you guys. So let's have a quick rundown of what the gimbal actually has. So as we can see at the bottom there, we have a tripod mount, so we can actually screw this onto any tripod, or we can use a tripod that came in the box. On this side here, an attachment mount, so you can screw a microphone or an LED light or a soft light or something on there. Here we have a trigger. Here we have a flap, and under that flap we have the micro USB charging port and a USB port. So we can actually charge our phones from this, but obviously that's going to make your battery go really quickly. But if you need to, and if you're out and filming, you can do that. We have the on stroke record button here. We have the mode button here. We have the zoom, let's say the zoom switch. So you can slide up to zoom in, slide down to zoom out. And also here we have the movable section, which allows you to actually rotate the axis of the gimbal. On this side, we have the LED indicators, and this should show us how much battery we have left. And whilst it's charging, it actually shows you how far it's gotten as well. When the gimbal is in an off state, as you can see, it has that lazy motion there where the phone is just hanging. But when I actually turn it on, the motors get power, become motorized, and it actually holds the phone upright. And this is where you can then start moving it around how you want to. This gimbal has 4 modes. Alright, mode 1, you click the button once, you pan follow, that means it goes from left to right. Mode 2, you click the button twice, you pan tilt follow, it goes left, right, up and down. Mode 3, you click the button 3 times, all locked, so there's no movement. And mode 4, where it says all follow, you click the button 4 times, it's tilt left, right, up and down. And each time you click the button and you switch modes, the LED indicator light clicks or goes on and off the amount of times that you've clicked. So if you've clicked once, it goes on and off once. If you've clicked twice, for mode 2, it goes on and off twice to give you a visual indication that it's in mode 2. This here was just some random output I got from using the gimbal with a Galaxy S8 Plus. It seemed stable enough. It was nice to get some of these shots because with my hand, using my hand alone, I wouldn't have been able to do these intricate movements. So it was kind of useful doing this. Now, some of the things I like are that it's cheap. So it's much cheaper than the professional ones that people with proper cameras use. So if you're like me and you use your phone for everything and you want to try and get some better shots, this is really good. It's small. This can actually fit into a backpack with a laptop or portable charger. It's about the size of, let's say, 3 full-size phones, the length of 3 full phones. It can be mounted to a proper tripod, which can allow you to have some really nice steady shots. If you put this on a tripod and you want to pan or tilt, it could be really nice because you can always slow that video down when you're editing, right? So the handle has good grip. It has a rubberized section at the front. It doesn't go all the way around. It's a bit strange, but it still has good grip. And it has easy mode switching. Now this is my first time using a tripod and I didn't understand what these modes meant. I actually had to Google it. So it was really easy because all I had to do was press the button X amount of times to get to the mode I want to get to. So for mode 1, I press once. For mode 2, I press 2. For mode 3, press 3, so on and so forth. Some of the things I disliked about this are the flimsy tripod. So this is not the handle itself, but the tripod that comes with the device. When you screw it on, it doesn't feel as if it's rigid or hard enough to hold the entire weight of the phone and the tripod, especially when you're using it as a selfie stick. For me, Bluetooth disconnects regularly. I'm using Android 9 on a Motorola G8 Plus, and it just doesn't stay connected as it should really. Movement was quick, so when I'm using the motors manually to pan left or right or to tilt up and down, the sensitivity of the control was just really quick, so I couldn't get like a really smooth movement.